Hello everybody and welcome back to Archangulus Gaming. Archangulus here, bringing you some more Space Engineers and the Heaven's Gate Survival Series. Alright guys, we haven't done any of this for a few days. I've been quite busy with various tasks. I have had the odd opportunity here and there to do some work, and as you can see, the Azure has had a few upgrades, and in some cases some minor downgrades. I've also managed to get a jump drive in her so we can actually go places, and as you can also see, the Ambassador is also looking rather rad now it's been fully kitted out. Still haven't tried her going down to the planet yet. I'm sort of scared on that one to do so, but I think now is as good a time as any. So let's try it out. Let's see if she can actually... Oh, hold on. Alright, so what we're going to have to do to be able to set up for this is we're going to have to move our rust bucket to be able to get access to the Ambassador to fill her up with some hydrogen. So we'll just move the rust bucket over near to our the Heaven's Gate. Round about there will do nicely. There, come to a complete stop. We'll put her into station holding mode once it lets me get there. Oh, incidentally, I have moved everything from the Heaven's Gate onto the new asteroid base, so that we can actually get things done. I think is the easiest way of wording it. The only thing, obviously, that's still on there is going to be the oxygen and the hydrogen. So this is going to prove interesting because, thinking about it, one thing I didn't put was actually a camera to be able to see what's going on. Hold on, drain? Why's my batteries on drain? Groups, batteries. Oh, that explains why they're not recharged. It's meant to be on recharge, not on drain. Okay. Yeah, turn those engines off. Yes, we are aware. Oh. Oh. That's actually a good point. Which one is that? So, connectors wise. Okay. I have to bring in both. We'll find the one that says proxy. There we go. Okay. While we're here, we'll just undock it for a second. We'll find the hydrogen tanks. We'll throw them on stockpile. There's the oxygen farms. O2 generators. Do you know what? Just occurred to me we don't actually have an O2 tank on board anywhere. Weird. Alright. Well, while we've got the opportunity, let's rectify that problem. So, we've got the conveyor junctions. We need an O2 tank. And the game's getting ready to catch up with me. Yeah, we'll put it in that nice blue and we'll put it there. And then there we go. Oh. Right, so the O2 tank is in place. We can throw that on the stockpile as well. Alright, let's see how we're doing. Hydrogen tanks. We'll group that as ambassador hydrogen tanks. And then we can throw that on the toolbar as stockpile on and off. We'll find the oxygen tank. And again, stockpile on and off. And now fill that up. Charging the batteries is going to take a little bit longer. So I can then sort of show you what's going on around the place whilst we are waiting for that. Yeah, we're going to lose a little bit of oxygen because I haven't put in a proper airlock there. Now what I've also done is, as you can see, I've extended this platform. I've started the process of also expanding our wall of welders as well, which is something I really need to finish off at some point. So now's as good a time as any. If I can actually find what I'm looking for. There it is. So let's grab that, put it into welder. Which way around am I doing it? That way. Probably don't have enough resources for this. Just realised. There we go. Needs steel plate. Fortunately, we have a ton of that nearby. Now, one thing I have noted that I'm not entirely sure why is every so often is I'm having to sling this into recompile just to be able to get the base to run smoothly. It's kind of weird, but there we go. Keeps on saying I need some resources, so at some point I might have to go on a resource hunt as well. Which wouldn't be a bad thing anyway, because we haven't done any resource hunting in a while. Would be nice as if they were next to each other, they'll weld each other up, but it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Packer, all of that and then I make a mistake there. I mean, I know today's episode is going to be short, so I will say now, yeah, please do remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, leave us that nice comment below, because you guys are the life of this channel. I'm sure as much as you guys, I want this channel to succeed for you. Alright, so we'll leave them to weld. The ship's probably only about 30% charge at the moment. Let's see if we can find an interface here. Batteries. Alright, here we go. Fully recharged, 10 minutes. So, for this project, we've probably got enough welders to be able to do it sideways. It's just going upwards that's going to be the challenge. But that will involve us modifying the side here and bringing this up further. Now, at the moment, we're 2, 3, 4, 5 high. So, tell you what, let's just start modifying it here. Right, for this, we're going to want to do this way around. So we're going to have the large ones against, but the small ones outwards rather than the other way around, which we got them. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, unfortunately, these do not snap in like their large grid variety variants do. So it is a bit more of an ache to get stuff into place. But when you get it in place, and it's all in place and it's working right, that's one thing. And then obviously then Clang comes in and destroys everything for you. It's like recently I've been keep on finding holes in things. I'm starting to wonder whether as good as these nanite machines are, I'm just starting to wonder whether they're actually the bane of my existence, because I keep on finding holes in stuff. I'm not sure whether it's the way I built things or whether it's just they keep on arbitrarily deciding, you know what, I'm going to just disassemble this bit here. Yeah, it's not important. And turns out actually it is. Either that or I'm just imagining things. I'll go with him. I'm imagining things. Ah, bugger. All that length and I make a mistake there. Hey! Let that one get put in the end. Yeah, forgot about it. Now the reason for the bit at the end is so that we can transfer large components. Small components can go up the through the small apertures, as everybody knows, but getting it through the to where it needs to be. The large components, that's the trick. So, but it works. One day I will get this all in place without making mistakes. Ah, bugger. I haven't got a clue if there's a better way of doing this in survival mode, but in creative mode I would have just gone shift, drag, left click just to be able to put everything in place. But personally, I think it sort of takes the fun out of it, you know, sometimes doing things in creative mode. But yeah, because you're not having to think about supply management and all that sort of thing, and how things are going to be in some ways and degrees. There are certain things that are taken out of the joy of creating in survival. But also the other side of the coin is there are some benefits too. I mean, the fact is that you don't have to worry about accuracy so much, because you just, you know, shift paste everything in place. So I guess it's horses for courses. I mean, I know some guys who have watched this channel. They've turned around to me and said, you know, and said, Archangulus, why on earth did you put yourself through all this aggro? Why not just do it in creative mode? It'd be a heck of a lot easier. And I was like, because of the fact that I enjoy the challenge. You know, it's something I wanted to do. I mean, maybe eventually I'll start doing some content where I'm using creative. You know, because it does mean that we'll be able to cover a lot more ground in a lot less time. Oops. Yeah. But I think when it comes to the ambassador, it might be this episode we take it down, might be next episode, because this episode is probably going to be short, because I'm doing it between errands. You know, it's unfortunately my days have become a lot harder because of the fact I'm now having to take the buses because my car's out of action. You know, had a big issue with the brakes, which decided to chew themselves up. So there's a lot more to it than that, but I'm not going to say anything more. So yeah, spending time on the buses does mean I'm catching up with a lot of my stuff on Netflix, like watching like at the moment I'm watching Star Trek Next Generation. Already about halfway through season 2. You know, and Netflix has a few episodes that I don't actually remember ever seeing before, like season 2, what was it, episode 4 or something, included Riker's dad coming on board to prepare him for taking over the Ares, which I think is a Nova class starship or something. You know, there's an episode I don't remember watching when I was a kid, because I don't remember the Ambo Jitsu scene, but it could have been, and I just forgotten about it because it was not the best episode I've ever seen in Star Trek, to be honest with you. But mind you, saying that, you know, as I would say to myself, you know, come up with a better storyline and then you can talk about it. Yeah. But at the same time, though, saying that though, you look at like any TV saga, it starts off one way, and by the time it gets to the end of its lifetime, it's not how as it started. Almost had it in place there. Okay, so we've now got this massive wall, and I'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, the ambassador is now fully charged, so oops, trust me to let all the air out. Oh well, produce more. Right, so we are now ready. I won't use the oh, we're only at 59% fill. Oh, alright, maybe we're not ready. Okay, so in that case then, if we're only at 59% fill, we might as well leave that charging, filling back up with air, because I just left most of it out. And I think what we need to do, other than grab it, is get ourselves some ice. Now, be nice to do a little bit of mining. I don't know why, I just enjoy mining, you know, carving through the rock face and you know, being able to get to the resources that lay underneath. There's something almost therapeutic about it, if you will. I think I've said the word right. Therapeutic. I have no idea. Anyway, point is, I enjoy it. Anyway, alright. So which way are we facing? We are facing over this way. Doing. I love that noise. Doing. You know, it's just sort of straight through. Okay, so where are we? Is that one above us? Ah, we've got cobalt and ice right above. Okay, so that's got to be the one. That's got to be the droid we're looking for, as the saying goes. And I think that's the ice there. Right on that asteroid, right in the Terminator. No, that's cobalt. Alright, that's not what we're looking for. We want ice. There's got to be a way in here somewhere. There's cobalt there. I think that, yeah, that's more cobalt there. Doesn't seem to be a way in on this vein. At least not easily anyway. Maybe we have to go through this aperture here to get to the ice behind. Let's have a look. I mean, the ice is about 47 meters that way. Let's see if we can find a ton of cobalt. That's like 90 meters. That doesn't help. That's 35. So that's a good... That's a good point to as an entry point, I suppose, as any. Yeah, 60 odd meters. Now we're starting to get further and further away. So round about there, that's a good place to start. So let's go and get the rust bucket, and we will I think I'm in the wrong place. No, definitely looking. That's 20 meters there. Right, let's see if we can go through that. Nah, we're way too big. Yeah, so that's probably going to be like our point of entry is right there. Probably going to take a couple of drills to go get to that ice. Okay, what was I caught on? I was certainly caught on something. It didn't like wanting me to go forward anymore. Again, sort of caught on something there, didn't like it, so okay, so pull out, try pushing back in again. Like I said, this is probably going to take a few visits before we ace this. And something got damaged in the process. What got damaged? Ah, light. There we go. I think... No, I didn't see a glimmer of it. I thought I saw some. Okay. Well, let's get back to... Let's get back to our base, and then we'll come back and we'll try again. Now, the beauty of what I did with the ambassador was I put a there it is. I put a connector on the top of it. So what that will allow us to do is, like, obviously go straight through the ambassador, straight to the refineries. So in effect, park one ship on top of another. Right. Based on that lighting pattern, on the fact that we're coming up way too fast. Stop! For the hell of God, stop! Smack. Straight through! Holy! With barely a scratch. Oh my God. That's a light armour that I just punctured straight through. Because I didn't maintain my speeds properly. Now, we've seen the difference on this channel. What happens between light armour, heavy armour. Oh my God. This I've got to check out personally. I've somehow completely rotated it. Yeah, look at that. I knocked off a ton of them as well. Oh my God. Yeah, that calls for a reload. Bloody hell. Huh. Whoops. And I find it so funny that drill heads are hyper resistant to pretty much any impact force. You've got the grinders and the welders will shatter at a moment's notice. And I mean, I know technically speaking that the drill heads are designed for mining, for being heavy armor and things like that. because of the fact that the falling rock and they're protecting the electronics inside and the motors and things like that. But even then, I was convinced I would probably lose maybe half the front end, or the back end to tear off and maybe lose a few drills. But nah. Rather than that, I completely and utterly decimated the base. Insane. Alright, let's quickly get what we need from here. Okay, cool. Oh, damaged some of the Right, this time round, shall I try not to destroy everything? I think the answer to that is yes, let's try. That's probably what you're all thinking right now, because that's what I'm thinking anyway. I can't believe I just barreled into that at full speed. I'm such an idiot sometimes. Yeah, I'm one of those sort of people who believes you can't take the mickey out of others unless you first can take the mickey out of yourself. And yeah, I was a complete and utter doofus. I mean, barreling into that stuff, come on. And I can't tell the difference between one object and the bloody another. Now I can. There she is. Beautiful tail end of the Ambassador. This is a maneuver I have not attempted ever. So this should prove quite... there it is. Quite interesting. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll change this one when it all catches up a bit to be ship only and that hide empty, and here we'll have components. It's a good one to shove everything into. Actually, that's a good point. I've got all that ore containers. Should be just dumping it all in there. Okay. Ice. Got little bits of ice here and there. Nothing of any major consequence. Okay. That's quite neat, actually. The nanites managed to repair everything that I had damaged in that little space of time. to our left. Hold on, if that's the cobalt, come on, we should be able to see a ginormous tear in the rock. Like that there. Ah, it looks like the jobby. Which ain't. It's not the one. But that, on the other hand, bears a remarkable resemblance to the hole that we made earlier. So in true Blue Peter fashion, we'll use this one that we made earlier. Come on. There we go, full contact. I think we've actually struck some of the ice. Is it me, or were they making a weird noise just then? What do you mean it would be truncated? There we have it. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is, once we dock up, if I keep on drilling for some ice, get the ambassador fully equipped with hydrogen, and then from there we can then take the ambassador out next episode, get down to the planet, get back up again without touching down. At least come to a sort of a slow speed to see if we can get back spaceborne again with 1 tank of fuel. We'll have to put something in the hold as well. Sorry, something in the hold as well to simulate a mass. Maybe some stone or something like that. Ooh. No, don't hit that, please. I can't afford another. Oh god, I ain't going to. Right. I think it's best if we leave it here for now. I'm going to go and kick myself and restart this particular run from wherever it leaves off, and I'm going to make sure that next time I'm not rushing things. So okay, I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and I'll catch you next time on Archangulus Gaming, where we will go down to the planet and back up again like I promised. Thanks for joining me, guys. Be happy, be nice to each other. Remember to hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you next time on Archangulus Gaming.